Hi there guys, and welcome to another PBR online Wi-Fi battle thing. And this is probably the newest train I've ever seen in my life, and you'll see why later on in the video. So I start off sending out Poliwrath and Kecleon, and he starts off sending out Floatzel and Staraptor, and they come. Staraptor cuts my attack with Intimidate. Floatzel goes ahead and does an Aqua Jet and hits Kecleon. Doesn't do too much. Turns it into a water type, and his Staraptor, I'm guessing it's a he, uses Aerial Ace on my Poliwrath. It doesn't do much. Now I use Blizzard here, and I miss Floatzel, but I hit Staraptor, which is the one I was wanting to hit anyway. So it does a fair bit of damage, and then I get off Trick Room, which is perfect. But I'm thinking of I'm gonna make a new Trick Room Pokemon because Kecleon's pretty bad. Aerial Ace Staraptor, which does nothing, and that's why Kecleon is bad. Focus Punch, I think, no, Focus, whatever the hell that thing is called on Floatzel. And then his Staraptor Aerial Ace again, and it almost takes out my Poliwrath, but his fucking Floatzel uses Crunch, which isn't very effective because Poliwrath is part of Fighting type, but it's still enough to take him out. So see you later, Poliwrath. He's got a really dramatic death, which is quite funny. So I go ahead and send out Toxicloak, which is a legend, and if Staraptor stays in, it's dead this time. So I just Aerial Ace Floatzel. Doesn't do much again, and Ice Punch. So Staraptor's dead without question in my mind. Staraptor is actually one of my favourite 4th gen Pokemon. I love him. He's awesome. Really cool Pokemon. Take damage from Life Orb there. Floatzel uses Crunch on Kecleon. So now Kecleon is Dark type. So he realizes this and he sends out Infernape. I use Aerial Ace on the Infernape just to get some damage done. It's not going to do anything at all, even though it's super effective. And I just break Floatzel just to take it out easily. I didn't need the critical hit. I could have easily taken that out. So Floatzel is now down. So he's down to 2 Pokemon. Take damage from Life Orb again, but his Infernape uses Brick Break as well on my Kecleon, which is super effective because it is Dark type. So it died. So we're now both down to our last 2 Pokemon. So I go ahead and send out Typhlosion, which is the Pokemon you didn't see in the last video, and he sends out Arceus, and I was just, my jaw dropped to the floor. So I just go ahead and aim for him. Brick Break, which does so much damage to him, and I damage from Life Orb, and I just blast burn his ass to take Arceus out straight away before he could do anything, which was very helpful because I would have been nailed otherwise. I'm sorry about his stupid looking picture on the border, but he wasn't in the mystery dungeon games. So his Infernape goes ahead and Rock Slides, which isn't very effective on Toxicroak, but it isn't super effective on Typhlosion. Yeah, and then Trick Room goes back to normal. So he Brick Breaks my Toxicroak for some reason, which isn't very effective. And I just go ahead and Brick Break back just to get some stat damage done. It does quite a bit. And take damage from Life Orb. Now I don't think I need to do the Sucker Punch, but I just did it anyway because I knew he was gonna Toxicroak was gonna die. So now Infernape's on little health, but he goes ahead and uses Flamethrower, which is basically super effective on Toxicroak, and so my Toxicroak dies. So now we're both down to our last 2 Pokemon. Second gen 5-star versus 4th gen 5-star. And Infernape gets taken out by Rock Climb. And that is the end of the game. I swear Arceus is illegal, you know. Wi-Fi, but you know, maybe I was wrong. So thanks guys for watching, and don't worry about the stupid looking border. That won't be in any other videos with Arceus. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.